Hello, everybody, and welcome once again. It's Catherine Colas here from Simply Hormones, and we're talking about sex once more with Sam Evans, who co-founded Joe Divine, an online sex toy company with her husband Paul back in 2007. They sell only skin-safe sex toys and sexual lubricants. Having a professional background in nursing and working with many healthcare professionals in the NHS and private practice to help advise patients about regaining sexual function and enjoying sexual intimacy and pleasure through the use of suitable sex toys, dilators, and pH-balanced sexual lubricants. Today we discussed women's sexual health the other day, and today we're discussing sexual health in men, especially in relation to their partners traversing the challenges of menopause. The myths and misunderstandings of midlife sex. So over to you, Sam.
Hello, thank you, Catherine, for inviting me to talk about this. This is really important because we often find that women come to us to buy a sex toy for themselves, and with the conversations we then have, we discover that their partner may be experiencing erectile difficulties. They may have heart disease, diabetes, prostate health issues, they may have a disability, they may have had a stroke. Also it's just it's the aging process. So these women are actually looking to, sort of find something that can bring them pleasure. And in those conversations we then say to them, well, actually, we have products that can help your partner regain their sexual function, or just so that they can enjoy sexual intimacy and pleasure together. So, that's a myth that I actually want to dispel, because we don't often hear about the male sexual dysfunctions that a lot of men have once they hit midlife. And they assume that because they've hit midlife that they just have to put up with the fact that they no longer have particularly strong erections. They may be struggling to maintain their erection or even get their erection. They may be struggling to keep an erection during any form of penetrative sex. And also, men don't seek medical advice. No. Really important, because
they don't talk about it either. Yes.
Not at all. And actually, it's really important because erectile dysfunction could be a sign of a more serious underlying condition such as heart disease, diabetes, or prostate health issues. And that's really important to go and seek medical advice and have that all checked out to make sure there's nothing underlying. And the other thing as well, obviously, men are taking medication for a variety of reasons, and often antihypertensives for high blood pressure or cardiac medication that can impact upon sexual function. Diabetic medication and the disease process itself, diabetes, can impact upon erectile problems. And clearly having an enlarged prostate can affect your erectile function too.
Yes, because it's not just about the aging process, is it? It's about feeding all those other underlying conditions and the medication that go with them that people don't realise are affecting their bodily functions, as you've described. So how would you suggest that men approach women, their partners, and likewise, how do men and women have this conversation when it's going on?
I think it's a really difficult conversation. It's the same as sort of women experiencing painful sex and not telling their partner. But I think it's important if a partner can actually say to her partner, I think you should go and have it investigated. And we've had several customers who've told us they've had badgered their husbands to go to the GP, and they've discovered they've got prostate cancer. I'm not saying everybody's going to have prostate cancer, and also men who've had enlarged prostates as well. So, that's really important. And actually the partner's been incredibly grateful, obviously, because it's been detected. And the other thing as well is about lifestyle issues, because we know that an unhealthy lifestyle does impact upon your sex life, whatever your gender. But in particularly for men, they, eating unhealthily, not exercising, drinking, smoking in particular, and being stressed, those actually all impact upon your erectile function. And clearly at the moment, obviously, a lot of people are feeling a lot of stress, and we've actually advised several men who've never had erectile problems and suddenly now are experiencing problems. And we're saying, well, it's obviously the current climate that we're living in with this pandemic that, it's causing you stress. But obviously outside this pandemic, people experience stress as well. So it's maybe that conversation, if a partner can actually recognise that you're stressed, and maybe there's something we could do about that, or actually you're not eating very well, or maybe you've put on weight, or maybe going for exercise would help. We could exercise together. Yes. My husband and I have done that, and we both lost weight together, both exercise together, and that has made a big difference as well. But it is difficult.
Yeah, yeah. Life's a bitch, as they say, isn't it? So it's not. It's just your daily routine that's affecting everything. Your daily function of your body. If you're overeating, eating the wrong foods, drinking the wrong drinks, and even smoking, etc., etc. And then if you're already on medication for whatever is going on, then there's a battle. But I think it doesn't have to be a battle. You just need to sit down and just take a view and say, okay, we can deal with this. What's the best way around it? And have that conversation.
And I think the other thing as well, obviously people think of the quick fix is Viagra or medication like that, and actually it's not a quick fix.
No.
Because if you're experiencing low libido for whatever reason, clearly stress will impact on your libido too. Viagra won't work. So a lot of people take it and they go, oh, it didn't work for me, and people take it and a lot of people say it doesn't feel like a natural erection. A lot of,
a headache.
Yeah, and basically it has side effects to it. So actually, even when sort of saying that it's this quick thing, I think a lot of young men are taking it, and obviously they can now buy it online and over the counter. But older men often find that it doesn't work for you. I mean, don't get me wrong, different treatments like Cialis and that actually can work because that works in a different way. But it's not this quick fix of popping a pill. You need to be looking at other things, and also it would be quite dangerous to actually start taking Viagra without actually investigating the underlying root cause of that.
Yes, yeah, and they might be low in testosterone anyway, so they should have those levels checked.
Yeah, and again, testosterone, you can boost that with your diet by making sure that you're eating a healthy diet. You can actually do it naturally. So again, looking at the whole healthy eating as well, that's really, really important.
Yes. And so, I was just going to say, do sex toys and lubricants come into the story when you're talking from a men's perspective as well?
Yeah, definitely. We've got fantastic product here. It's called the Pulse. And this one is used it's a duo, so the tip of it vibrates so couples can use it, but also there's a solo version. And basically it can be used with an erect or flaccid penis. And it's a male vibrator. It uses pulsation technology. And that is really effective. It's a really, really good toy. It's one of our most best-selling toys. And also it's a product that you can use with a partner if you are, if they're struggling to maintain an erection or get an erection and, masturbation is taking longer. It's a toy, it's a tool that you can actually use. He can use it or you can use it because obviously your hand can ache a little bit. And certainly if you're experiencing it, you might have limited mobility too. But, things like constriction rings, again, these vibrate. There's non-vibrating ones, and these actually, a man will wear it around his penis. It's got to be semi-erect to get it on, but then that will enable him to maintain that erection because it keeps the blood inside the erectile tissues and enables him to maintain it. So, and a vibrating one is going to offer vibratory stimulation to a woman, on her clitoris. So, and again, there are toys that go around both the penis and the testicles, and there are male sort of vibrating toys, that are great for, sort of masturbation. But I think the problem with male sex toys, it's like, you've got a hand. You need a toy. But couples do. They buy his and her sex toys, or, his and his sex toys.
Yes.
They buy toys to play together with, to maintain the intimacy and pleasure, even if they can't have full penetrative sex. You don't need a completely erect penis to have penetrative sex. But actually if you aren't able to maintain that or it doesn't last very long, then there are other things you can do beyond penetration. And again, the things like, penis pumps, there are air pumps out there, they're not particularly good. We sell one that you use in the bath or the shower with water. So it's got warm water that opens up the blood vessels inside the penis. It enables the perfusion of blood and you're able to get an erection. And also it's a psychological thing for a lot of men. If they haven't had an erection for a while, they then suddenly see, oh my goodness me, I've got an erect penis. That can really make such a difference. And again, that's exercise. That we do our pelvic floor exercises, and again, they're good for men, because men have a pelvic floor. Using a penis pump on a regular basis as an exerciser can really, really make a difference to actually the strength of your erections and the ability to actually get an erection and maintain it.
Yes.
So, and also regular masturbation, because it's really important to have regular orgasms and ejaculate, because you're flushing out the prostate, and then you're basically preventing any inflammation and stopping it from enlarging, which is then when you get problems. So important.
That's amazing, and I think that's a good point for us to close on there, Sam. So much information which I didn't know existed. So if you want to know more, please go on to joedivine.com and get more information, and we'll be putting this video up, and well, you'll be able to get more information from that too and listen to it again. Once again, thank you so much for your time and all your knowledge.
Oh, well, thanks very much for inviting me.
Brilliant.
Take care.